Well-being doesn't happen slowly. It's a fast experience. It's simply a realization, a sudden one that makes you feel like you've come home to yourself. Everything about the experience is a list of everything you want. You feel comfortable in yourself. All it takes is for a few simple understandings to be recognized and felt deeply as unshakable truth. In human history, this knowledge is usually associated just with religion. Science, psychology, modern well-being can't use love because love is not a part of science. This is the world's biggest oversight because love is the only healer. It's why sometimes we hear about people making a big change in their life when they find God. It's a state where you accept yourself fully without confused thinking about the past. It makes logical sense too that we shouldn't allow ourselves to be held back by past experiences. Are you ready for your Finding God experience? This pathway is logical. There are no hidden areas. Open your mind now in a fresh way. Forget about everything you already know. Think of your mind as simply a reader of your deep, unknown self. This is your heart. You'll be relieving it of your stress, worries, and confusions. Self-acceptance and inner joy is about to take their place. The clarity of this pathway will lead you to a point where you know that you are well. There will be no more questioning. There will be simply living in the moment and doing the next right thing. This should all sound right to you. We're all lucky to be alive. This is just something we don't often feel. The process we're going through is going to bring us to the point where we can easily remind ourselves how lucky we are. It's a statement of truth, and we're going to get there with just a small, short process. Your heart is your engine. Think of it as a series of sliders. These sliders represent every quality that you seek. Think about the opposite of the fear code. It would be called the love code. It's your engine. It's a series of sliders that are always set to 100%. These sliders are labeled with every attribute that you would want. Imagine yourself as a rescue puppy. You're skeptical, cynical. You think that you're being clever. This is the biggest delusion. You think your knowledge about the world is right. You're careful, secretive, and you feel like you're being clever. People only walk toward and open up to love, and the display of any fear is communicated as a weakness. Your fear code has been overwriting your love code since you were a toddler. Every disappointment, unfinished story, trauma, every confusion has built a framework of fear around your heart. This framework of fear you trust. You think it's making you clever and capable. You feel somewhat cynical and skeptical when you see something that's a little bit doubtful. Ultimately, this framework of fear is something you trust. What we're going to learn when we find God is that this framework of fear is wrong, absolutely wrong. Think of the fear code as fight, flight, freeze, fawn, and formulate. In schools, we're going to teach that formulate is the one that humans always use. This fits with our common understanding to think twice, to not be reactive. So if you have trouble in certain situations, just stay in your state of grace. You can put on a touch of formality to buffer you against all the things that may trigger you into an uncontrolled reaction. It gives you a sense of detachment, a wider view that keeps you from getting swept into the current of reactivity. When you realize that this simple idea explains everything, you'll see it all around you. You'll notice it in the people that you speak to. You'll see how they are still attached to their false framework of fear. This is something you'll be free of, and you'll have compassion for them, the people who are still on their journey. You feel as if you're above the confusions of regular life, and from this point you grow positively, surely, without confusion, being able to enjoy every single moment. Ultimately, The big relief is that you know you're well. And this is just the beginning. The Enlightenment experience goes on. As you reach new areas of growth, life becomes a blessed thing, if I can use that word. Ultimately, it's the life you are meant to lead. The video that this one links to is an AI-voiced affair. It's something I wrote myself. This was to make sure that it was less than an hour and easy to follow. Go ahead and do that process. It gets you into your state of enlightenment. Thank you.